Hi guys, Miss Ross here. I wanted to take a brief moment before I were to go to bed because I was talking to a friend of mine. We were talking about supporting one another, definitely in the black community. She was kind of a little aggravated about why we don't support one another. And I wanted to explain to you guys how easy it is to actually support your community, how important it is to support your friends and your family and your community. I don't think you guys understand the benefit that comes from supporting your community, your friends, your family. So I want to explain that to you, okay? So when you support your community, say for instance you have a family member or a friend and they've gone into business for themselves, or they want to go in business for themselves. They may be selling a product to try and raise money so that they can put it towards their business. For whatever reason they are raising money, it is to help them secure their finances, right? We all know that for-profit businesses, doesn't matter what you're doing, you can be an entrepreneur, you can be a hustler, you can be whoever, but you are in that particular industry, you are in that line of business to make a profit. So let's understand that, because I don't think a lot of you understand that. A lot of people get it confused when people are selling tickets or they're selling raffle tickets. There's a cover charge at the door of whatever event that they're putting on. It's kind of like you guys don't understand why they're doing that. They're doing that to either pay off something. They want to pay a bill. They may be behind on some bills. A lot of people may want to pay off credit cards. Some people may be trying to go to school, go into some type of program that costs money. But we know that whatever this person is organizing this event for or trying to start this business, we know that it is definitely because they want to profit. Let me explain to you how supporting your community basically benefits you. Because if you have a circle of people, I'm gonna use my siblings for example. Okay, my mom had 6 kids, 3 girls and 3 boys. So my siblings, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it and how it's I want to basically give you the steps. So just make sure you're paying attention. Okay, my siblings. They know that, okay, I am the oldest, but me being the oldest has nothing to do with what I'm about to say. They know that I am an entrepreneur spirit. I've always been an entrepreneur. Well, I started out being a hustler, meaning when I was out there hustling, I was just getting money. It didn't matter who I was hurting, who I was scamming. That's a hustler. A hustler doesn't really care about the damage that they do. That's the difference between, and I want to make that clear. There's a difference between a hustler and an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur spirit is a person that just goes into business for themselves. They're self-employed. They make their money the honest way. They're legitimate, individuals. That's my title for the two. And I know a lot of you would say a lot of entrepreneurs are hustlers. And yes, I'm not going to debate that. I'm not going to deny that. But I'm just being positive, okay? I'm just sticking to the generalizations, all right? So, my siblings, they all know that I'm the entrepreneur of the family, right? Now, all of them have dreams. All of them have goals. I think I'm the only one that's pretty much, I don't work a 9 to 5. I make my money doing my own thing. I'm self-employed. My marketing and advertising, everybody know I'm into marketing, advertising, communications, radio, TV. That's my field. So anything related to those industries, that's how I make my money. Everybody else in my family, my siblings, they all work a 9 to 5. Now they all, most of them are in the fields that they want to be in. So I can't say that any of my siblings are actually in a field that they hate. They're in fields that they either don't mind doing, doesn't bother them, or they can tolerate it. So anyways, my siblings basically support me by chipping in money, when I need it. So if if I'm trying to do something, then what they would do, they would sow a seed into what I'm doing to help me achieve whatever goal I'm trying to achieve. Okay? 9 times out of 10, I'm going to reach that goal. I'm going to achieve it. So then what happens is, my sister, my youngest sister, Janae, she may decide, you know what? I wanna be a model. I want to go ahead and take my modeling career, serious. It's going to require travel expenses. I've got to, she's got to get to New York. She's got to get to LA. If she has an audition on the table, she's going to have to make sure she has the money to get there. Okay? So if my sister Janae don't have the money to get her to New York for this audition, guess what we do? We all sow a seed to getting her to New York. So Janae appreciates that. She gets to New York, she lands the audition, her career is now moving forward, okay? She is a famous model. So guess what happens now? I'm rich, right? Janae is rich because our siblings sowed seeds into what it is we were trying to do. So we pay it forward. So say my brother Cameron decides, you know what? Sis, listen, I want to go ahead and take my career as a chef serious. I want to start my own catering business. I need to buy me a food truck, or I need to buy, I need to put a down payment on this restaurant. So guess what's going to happen? Myself, Janae, who already is, we're already successful, we're already rich. We're going to sow the biggest seeds into his life. And then my other siblings are going to contribute what they can at the time. So it goes on like that until every last one of my siblings are successful and doing whatever it is they want to do. This is the same strategy and the same thing that you should do as a community. So it doesn't necessarily have to be your siblings. It doesn't have to be a family member. It could just simply be a friend. It could be someone that you actually believe have the capabilities and the skills to succeed in whatever it is they're trying to do. So when people say support your community or support your family and your friends, that means sow a seed into that person. And it will be easier, and people will be more willing to sow seeds back into your life, because that's where that pay it forward comes in. One person does a good deed for you, you do a good deed for the next person, and so on and so on. So this is what supporting the community is about. It benefits not only the person that you're supporting, but it benefits you in the long run, because at the end of the cycle, everybody in that community that set out to do something and you sowed a seed, and everybody sowed a seed into that person, your turn will be next. Because it's kind of like, some of you are familiar with Habitat. I think it's of humanity or for humanity. Basically, when people qualify for these Habitat homes, the Habitat homes program requires the person that is inquiring about having a home built to participate in building that home. And then they they secure all the other volunteers, the developers, and other people who help in building that home. So that is pretty much what you're doing. You are helping, to fuel your economy, because once you help someone become rich and famous, the only thing that they are left to do, that they would owe that community, is to pay it forward and to sow a seed back into that community, which is why you see a lot of athletes, a lot of celebrities, and a lot of people come back to their hometowns and they give money and they support the community, and they get involved with these causes and these movements, because the community in some shape or form helped them get to where they were. All right? So this is how the you supporting your community benefits you. Now, let me tell you why this doesn't usually happen. Okay? I know it is easier said than done, but it doesn't happen. It really doesn't. You rarely get people wanting to help. And this is the thing. It's not even about you attending the function or the event or you even being, interested in anything that the person is selling. Because I get this a lot. Let me tell you what support is. Support is putting in, hold on guys, I gotta decline this. Hold on. So support is you supporting that person, whether or not you're going to buy something from their store, whether you like anything they're selling, whether you understand anything they're trying to do. It doesn't matter. Like me, I support my friends and my family, even when they're selling something I may not be interested in at the time, or I just, don't understand it. I still ask them, well, how much is the ticket? Or how much does it cost? And you know what I do? I usually just say, hey, this is just a donation. I don't want to buy anything. I don't need anything. Or if there's something that they're selling that I feel like I can give to someone else as a gift, I'll support them by purchasing it. And I may give it to my mom or one of my siblings as a gift, or a friend. Either way it goes, there's no excuse for why you cannot support someone that you see is trying to apply themselves to better themselves and secure their financial future. Now, back to what I was saying in regards to why people don't do this. There are only a few reasons why people don't sow into other people's lives and why people just don't want to support the next person. Because you're jealous of that person. You may feel like that person is already established, and you may feel like, why does that person need my help? Because again, there's some sense of jealousy taking place. You have some type of issue with that person. The other reason is you don't care for that person as much as you claim to. We get a lot of people saying, I support you, I like you, but you know what? The proof is in the pudding. When you are being given the opportunity to truly be there for someone, if you truly care about that person, if you are truly concerned about that person and you truly want to help that person, you will support that person without expecting anything in return. And you most certainly are going to support that person without expecting that person to pay you for the service that you provide. That's another thing that gets me. Supporting your friends and family is not charging them for a service that they're asking you to help them out with. The whole purpose of them asking you to help them do what they're doing is so that they can save money in that area. Because if they had the money to pay someone to do it, they wouldn't even ask you in the first place, because that's not even your expertise. That's just something that they're hoping that you agree to doing because they feel like you're capable of getting it done. It's not like they know for a fact that you're going to get it done right. They're just utilizing their resources, and you are one of the resources that they're utilizing. Therefore, if you're going to support them, you're not going to charge them. I don't charge people. When someone come and asks me, hey, Miss Ross, I have an event that I'm about to put on. Can you support me? That is telling me that they're asking me to volunteer my time and helping in their efforts. So therefore, I don't put a price tag on that person. I don't just say, well, I charge this and I charge that. We all know that, okay, I'm Miss Ross. I'm going to charge for my services. But it's different when someone is making an effort to try and better themselves. And the type of people that are trying to do something, because they're actually doing something that they don't usually do. They're stepping out the box. You know what I'm saying? So that lets me know that, okay, this person is trying to do something with themselves, so therefore I'm going to support them. Okay, so anyways, back to why people don't support people in the communities. Envy. A lot of people get mad at people because that person thought of something first. It doesn't matter who thinks of something first. It doesn't matter who succeeds first. As long as everyone gets to the finish line, for me, I don't care who gets there first. Any one of my siblings can get to the finish line first. As a matter of fact, I hope one of my friends or someone that I'm close to makes it to the finish line before me, so that I won't have to work so hard. See, this is the way my mind is. It's like, look, oh my God, I hope she make it. I hope he make it, because I know that they're going to look out for me. I know that loan that I need, I can get it quick. As long as their bank account is secured and they got those stacks on deck, I know I can get me a couple stacks. So I'm hoping that my friends and family members in my life make it, because like I said, it's going to make it so I don't have to work so hard in what I'm doing. So again, it's just envy, jealousy, and just hate. People just hate to see somebody doing better than them. And that's just it. You have no other excuse. Like I said, you're either behind that person's back saying, I don't like her like that. I really don't care for her, and I really could care less to help her eat. And that's basically what you're saying. You're like, I don't care about her kids. I don't care whether or not she's able to feed her children or not. It's not my problem. That's really what you're saying when you refuse to help people that you clearly see are trying to better themselves, who have clearly asked for your help. So I just, wanted to put that out there in the atmosphere for you guys and just let you know that paying it forward, it benefits you. Believe it or not, it does. Say you go out and you volunteer your time to 50 different people in your community. These 50 people are going to remember you. So as soon as you decide that there's something that you want to do and you need money to be able to do it, you're going to be able to go back to those same 50 people and they're going to support you. And I'm talking about, you already know what type of people that you're dealing with, okay? So I don't even want to make this video about, you doing something for somebody that you already know wasn't going to do it back for you. You know that. See, we already know the type of, you know who you're dealing with, basically. You know who you're dealing with. So I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that you have helped that you know are going to help you in return. First of all, those are the only type of people you need to be trying to help anyways. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of you are going to say, well, that's why I didn't support that person, because that person won't support me. But again, it goes back to what I said. Supporting people out of the kindness of your heart means you don't even expect anything in return. There's a difference. So for a lot of you who say, I did this out of the kindness of my heart and she didn't even pay me back, you just let us know that you did not, in fact, do that out of the kindness of your heart. Because if you did, you would not be telling people that she did not pay you back or she didn't do this or whatever for you. If you did it out of the kindness of your heart, you're not expecting anything in return for what it is you just did. Okay? So I want to make that clear as well. I had something else that I wanted to say, but it kind of slipped my mind. But anyways, guys, I just want you to know that supporting your community, it actually benefits you, all right? So you guys learn to pay it forward, okay? You guys make sure you stay tuned in to MissRossRadio.com, all right? Later, guys.